Good morning again. It is gorgeous. I'll show you. Sun shining, birds singing, clear sky. So gorgeous. I am outside about to get into the last 3 chapters of this book that I'm writing. And then I got a lot more work to do, editing all the notes that I'm listening to. And then I think going through this process, I think there's still more I have to add to certain subjects that I have in here, or certain chapters, that I have in here. But so far, it's getting really, really good. I really like this last process. Of course, I have my cup of coffee, and I'm really enjoying this process. It's been an interesting one. So through this process, I may have done a video on this before, but through this process, I found myself wanting to quit many, many times. And I don't know if I want my glasses on or not yet. But anyways, I wanted to stop many times. I even talk about part of it in the book. Through this process, my computer died. I had to write what I had, rewrite it back into my new computer when I got a new computer, and I had to start the whole process over, as also with different growth processes that I was going through, healing, lots of healing I've been doing through this whole process. So this is quite a long process for me with this book. It didn't happen overnight because there was so many things that came up, and it was just the last little bit that I've been really going, okay, this is it, I'm doing it, this is when I'm getting it out, this is when I'm finishing it. And I just actually changed the name of it to a different name. So I think, like, and this, the reason I'm mentioning this is because I think this happens a lot in our life, is we stop ourselves so many times from doing whatever it is our next process is, instead of just going with the flow, like just flowing with it. And yesterday I started writing in another book that I'm writing, and I just decided I was going to go more with the flow. And no matter what I'm writing, I'm just typing, and I'm just typing away. Usually I write it down first, but I wanted to add more to that chapter. And I was like, I'm just going to type this. So I just started typing and allowed whatever thoughts to come up, because it's a rough draft, so I don't have to worry about it, and I can take out or put in whatever I want to put in and take out. But I think it's just, if we go more with the flow of life, then everything works out. The more we stop ourselves, the more we, and like I injured myself real bad a few years ago, actually quite a while ago, but anyways, it's still lingering. Like I still have like pain and stuff that I'm working through, and like a lot of healing that I've gone through, this especially this past year. And I'm like still pulling layers away and finding different things, but I realize that only I can heal me, and only I can help me. Yes, I can get information from other people that may help me, but it's my belief system, right? So we're going to stop ourselves. And even this morning, I was going to take the dogs outside, and as I was going to do it, having a wonderful conversation with my daughter, and I realized even then that I was stopping myself from something. We're always stopping ourselves. We're always afraid to take that next step. And maybe it manifests itself into an injury, which mine did, a big injury where I actually couldn't walk. And maybe I'll write a book about that. Maybe I'll put it in the next book that I'm writing. But the process of it. We get to choose who we want to be. So I went from not being able to walk at all, and nobody knowing what was wrong with me, and them not even really caring to go through with all the different things that should have been done. And if it was a work-related injury, it would have been. But because I did it myself, it was hard to get. And of course, shortly after that, COVID hit. So then it was a longer process. And I thought just not doing anything for a while would be okay. That didn't work. Of course, I can't not do anything anyways. I'm a go-go person. But it went from, and even today, like I was saying, that I was getting off track. I went to take out the dogs, and I had a conversation with my daughter earlier. And as I was taking out the dogs, I was trying to put my shoes on. I got a cramp in my foot, and I went, "Oh, I got a cramp in my foot." And then she mentioned, "Uh-oh, what are you manifesting?" And I was like, "It's probably still I'm trying to stop myself from like the next level." So we were talking about a lot of things, including the podcast, and I knew that writing my book was coming up, and so we get into this habit of talking ourselves out of things, or stopping ourselves, or ending up with an injury, or ending up with a disease. And a disease says it itself, it's dis-ease. So whatever you're creating, right? You get to choose your thoughts. Stop stopping you. Stop letting them stop you. Stop letting your body stop you. That doesn't mean don't take care of your body. Of course, take care of your body. That doesn't mean rush into something. Of course, take your time if you need to. Just don't stop yourself. Take teeny, teeny, tiny little baby steps. Like for me with this book, I could have easily said many, many times, no, I'm not doing it. But I really think it's important for me to finish this project. And I think it's because like we're the worst people for ourselves, like on ourselves, and we need to be the best people for ourselves, the cheerleaders that, yes, you can do it, you can do it. Yes, I am capable. Yes, I am able to do this, instead of talking ourselves out of it. And yes, things will come up along the way, and you'll get to choose, okay, well, do I do this or do I do that, or how do I do it? But just take teeny tiny little baby steps, because the moment you take teeny tiny baby steps, and like, so I had to wait a little bit before I could put my shoe on, so I knew that, so I bounced back and forth, lifting my legs up and getting this is to because of my injury that I have to do different things. I can't stand for a long period of time, so I have to like constantly move, which is funny. Even different things that I do while I'm standing. Um, but I'm like working on healing that process, so that although my energy's like way up here and I'm so excited about whatever, there's still something that's stopping me, which is probably my fears and doubts of, okay, what's next? What's next? What's the future? What's the future? Like that kind of thing, right? And we've been talking, like my daughter and I were talking about a lot of things. So I mean, I could have got something, and I know there's like a lot of people out there who are like energy healers and all that, which is great. I love energy healing, and I actually can energy heal, but it's a lot more difficult on myself for whatever reason. I think just because I need to learn to love myself even more. I love myself, and I'm loving who I'm becoming, and it's creating great vibrations, but it really took me a long time to get here, so I still have that whole thought process on what's going on. And manifesting, definitely manifesting. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Keeping them going. Take baby steps, teeny tiny ones. It's okay. It's okay if you still feel the pain. It's okay if you get cramps. It's okay if you, and like, be okay with it. You're not supposed to be you're not supposed to be better than you are. When you know better, you can do better. But always be okay with who you are. When you burst out crying because of a situation that comes up, it's okay. Comfort yourself. Remember, you get to choose your thoughts, and that one's not a very good one. So be okay in the moment. It's okay. This is how I feel in the moment. And then be okay with that. And then let it go as fast as it came. I did it the other day. A situation came up, and I got frustrated, and I just started crying, like, why again? And then I thought to myself, oh, no, I don't want to have that thought process. And then it was mentioned, it was brought up again, and I was like, oh yeah, it's okay that that's brought up again. Came to my attention. That's okay. I changed it though. I changed that thought process. I changed that frequency, and I went back to, I knew better, so I changed it, and I became better. And that's how you have to do it. It's just baby steps, just teeny tiny baby steps, but you can get to where you want to be and who you want to be. Every moment of every day is that process. Whatever you're going through right now, Just take baby steps to get there. You can get there in baby steps. Teeny tiny ones. But definitely fall in love with who you are. You are worth being you. And it's okay. Just the way you are. You don't have to change for anybody. Be you. I love you.